Hey y'all, welcome back to Date Card Pod. I'm Jenna, and I'm joined by a dear friend of the pod, friend that found me online, listened, and then they were like, "We live in the same town, let's be friends." And I literally, probably like half my friend group
I
is
stalked you a
that.
little bit.
And I love it. Please welcome to the podcast, Jackie.
Hello, everyone. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Very happy to be here.
Yes, I'm so happy you're here. We genuinely hang out all the time.
Yeah.
We're like
We
really
just
good
got
friends.
brunch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And I've been wanting to have you on the pod, and then I thought this would be a perfect opportunity because you watch Love Island. You also like watch other reality shows, which I don't famously. And I think that having the Return to Paradise and what it is important to talk to somebody who kind of knows what's happening, what they're trying to
Achieve.
with this new
Yeah.
look. And yeah, so I'm excited to do that, but let's get to know you a little bit more. When did you start watching The Bachelor and becoming a part of the pit?
What a wonderful question.
Yeah.
So, my first season of The Bachelor that I ever watched live was actually Nick Viall. Dun dun dun.
Cancel.
I was in college and on vacation with my parents, and it was one of those hotels where like you turn on the TV and it has like 5 channels on, and it turned out to be Nick's season finale. So I
Oh my
watched the finale
God.
before watching any of the other episodes.
Oh wow. And not knowing, mind you,
Anything.
his claim to that space.
No, I didn't know any of the lore. I didn't know any of his history. I didn't know that he had already been on the show 3 times previously. I was just so taken with the absolute camp of it all.
Yeah.
I had never really gotten into reality TV before that. We'd watch like American Idol when I was a kid.
Oh
and
yeah.
So you
Classic
think you can
everyone.
dance,
Yeah.
but nothing like
Yeah.
romance oriented. So then when I got back to school after that, I was like, I have to watch the entire season from start to finish.
Oh, that's amazing. Because then you got Corinne, and
Oh
then
my
you got Rachel
God.
Lindsay, you got lots of, because you
Icons.
just had the end with Raven and Vanessa.
Yeah, I had no idea that it was actually one of the most iconic seasons
It
of all
is.
time.
It is. I know we have the complicated thoughts about him, but his
But
season
the
is
season
one of the
is
best seasons.
iconic,
Yeah,
truthfully,
so true.
because
Yeah.
he was low-key producing it
Yeah.
on the side as
Yeah.
well.
I mean,
And it worked. Not for
worked.
him, but for the television show,
Yeah.
it did work.
yeah, it's true.
But ever since then, I've sold my soul to the Bachelor franchise, and I started listening to Game of Roses and joining the pit. I would say probably around 2020 during quarantine.
Yeah.
When
Were you part of the Core 20?
I was not.
Okay.
I came on a little bit
bit
after
later, but
that.
yeah, I mean,
But
it's fine.
yeah. And I went to theater school, so I already love diving deep into like the nitty-gritty of relationships and people making bad decisions and entertainment and like why people are behaving the way that they are. So from that point on, I was like, give me anything that I can get my grubby little hands on. And then fully binged Gore, found you through Chatty Broads, RIP Chatty Broads,
We love
OG
you.
podcast. Truly think about y'all every day.
I know, come back.
Come back, please. But then I got into like Love Island and Love is Blind and Temptation Island probably around a year later after I moved to Portland, and I was needing some more reality,
Yeah.
reality that's not reality.
Yeah. No, it's good to have a diverse diet, I think, in that
Exactly.
situation. I
Yes.
should open my world up more,
Branch out.
but it's hard. And I think in some ways it's like I love watching a couple episodes of Love Island years ago, and I admittedly probably watched maybe the wrong season or
Yeah.
the wrong. I mean, people tell me I should do the UK versus the US, et cetera, et cetera. But I found it to be so jarring and bright and like
Yes.
turned up, like the dial was turned up so much, which is interesting because as we'll talk about the differences and what's so new about this and that's exciting about this, I did find myself looking in the mirror being like, well, isn't this what I kind of hated about Love is Blind? However, I think there's some key differences, and
Yes.
so we'll get into that in a
I
little
agree.
bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's maybe one day I'll get. I do feel like I'm missing out really big right now. Everyone's live, laugh, loving.
It is 100% part of the
Yeah,
zeitgeist and the culture now.
no,
So,
completely.
like, I mean, I just went to Jackie's the Bar last night to watch
Oh yeah.
that episode,
Oh
and it
good.
was such an amazing experience. If
I've
you,
been wanting to go there to watch
oh
a
my
show.
God, if anyone can
They
go
even, I think
to
they
a,
show Bachelor even.
yes, if anyone can go to a bar to watch a reality show, like, I know some sports bars do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely go. It's an amazing experience. People were shouting and booing and clapping, and
Yeah.
I truly felt like I was part of something.
It's like literally watching a game.
Yes,
That's
exactly. That's why I was like, oh, this is why sports people like sports. Now I get it. I understand.
just doing it
Okay.
with each other. No, absolutely. That's real. One year I was into watching basketball for that reason. It just
Hmm.
was I was like a loser and didn't have any friends, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to the bar and watch
Yeah.
basketball, and it was actually really fun.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, you and I get along really well because we think similarly about a lot
Hmm.
of it, and I don't care that it's not real fully.
No, I actually find that to be something that makes the show and the franchise more appealing to me. I
Hmm.
always say to people that reality TV is like modern day anthropology,
Hmm.
where you're just watching how humans react to certain stimuli or lack of stimuli, and we observe, we make our little notes,
Hmm.
and we make hypotheses, and then we see how it turns out the next time it happens.
Yeah.
And it's so fascinating, and it's also extremely cathartic to watch people explode and blow up and have huge emotional reactions that are not socially acceptable.
Yeah, true.
So that's part of why I love reality TV and why
Yeah.
I've been super involved in Bachelor and Love is Blind and Love
Queer Ultimatum
Island
now.
and oh, Queer Ultimatum. Oh yeah, we would have to talk about that as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here as the resident reality TV expert, not Bachelor
Yeah.
related, to talk about the similarities and the differences, and from my perspective, why ultimately this change is good.
Yes, I think it's very good, and I think it's
Yes.
gonna inject some life into the franchise, which is very. I mean, you and I just rewatched the preview for the season
Hmm.
before hopping on, and I still have
Yeah,
chills.
no, it's gonna be good.
Even if it ends up not being fully led up to like the hype of the previews, which is often the case. Like,
Hmm.
sure, the previews even for the main show can really get me like so gagged, and then we watch it, and I'm like, that was kind of whatever, but at the same time, I mean, with the finale always does get me.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for it. I
They
always
know
do get.
the formula
Yeah.
and how to make people react, which I can see that they're still keeping the base
Yes.
formula of the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
And that's something that I think other people aren't clocking, maybe,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of rumblings of
Mhm.
like, this is too different,
Mhm.
this is too much like Love Island.
It's
If it
not.
ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Bring it back the OG. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Bring back the OG stuff.
But I'm sorry, it was incredibly broken.
Mhm. It was extremely broken, actually, quite
That's
frankly.
why they took a year
That's why
off.
they took a year off and came back, and it's, yeah.
So yeah,
Simply
we're approaching
not
this
true.
as a year off. Okay,
Mhm.
so last year we didn't get it. I was pretty happy that we didn't get it in a way because one, I was exhausted. We had like so many seasons back to back, but
Yeah, we had no off season
no
for
off
like a year and a
season.
half.
Oh my god! And so and then you had Golden Bachelor and Golden Bachelorette, which I enjoyed, but it was still just like no time. So I was happy that we didn't have it last year. But also, yeah, it was broken. There was a lot of ways in which it was broken. It was the premise, whether it worked before or not, because it did. Some
Oh, yeah.
of Bachelor Nation's most successful relationships have
have
come from
An extremely high
Paradise.
track record.
Yeah, exactly. Higher than Love
Higher than
Island.
both main shows
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not like that part worked, the kind of traditional, like actually trying to find love in a more real way where they aren't ruining the relationships. And then the last season we had, they attempted to make it a little bit more Love Island-y, or one of the other ones where they like added in mid-season like
Split week.
Yeah, split week
Which
vibes.
is terrible.
Yeah, and it didn't really work, and everyone was getting mad, and it's just also we inevitably were really getting into the point where everyone was pre-hooking up prior to
Yes.
filming.
The DMs, the
Mhm.
meetups, it was kind of pointless to see them build relationships on screen because they had already built relationships and like made pacts with each other about
Mhm.
what they were going to reveal on screen or not. It was very frustrating, and it got to a point where that was fake in a way that I don't enjoy
No,
because
exactly.
I love when reality TV is fake in a delicious way. And
Yeah.
if you know exactly what I'm
Yeah.
talking
No,
about. But
absolutely.
if it's fake where like the producers and the contestants gameplay are against each
Yeah.
other, then it's not fun
No.
because good TV doesn't get made that way.
No, like when we saw that they were completely like spoon feeding Daddy Michael like his
hmm
entire run, it was like, well, what the point of this is stupid,
Yeah.
and we're also hurting black women in the process. Like, oh, and then like in the preview, it almost looks like Jeremy might do the same thing, and I was like,
We'll get into
bro,
that.
but we don't know, of course, the whole story. But
Yeah.
it's like that stuff was getting really bad, and it was like not going to work. So they took a year off. They
hmm
took a breather. They got a new showrunner, Scott TT or something like that.
Scott Teddy,
Teddy.
maybe.
Well, whoever he is, I'm ready to get on my knees though
Oh,
because
thank you, sir.
we did it.
You are a god amongst men.
Mm.
I am fully a part of your kingdom now. I would do anything for this man.
And that will not bite us in the ass later.
No, of course not.
You saying that right
Not even
now?
a little bit. No, we love Scott Teddy. Scott Teddy will never do anything wrong whatsoever. Perfect showrunner, amazing man.
What episode?
Perfect human being. Has never done anything wrong
For
in his life
president.
ever. For president, for emperor of the world.
Mhm.
Yeah, all the things. But
Listen, look
yeah.
at he's giving us this right away.
This is a good start.
We walk in and it's okay, so yeah, sure. I'm like sitting here like, oh, I kind of want to see like the old school friends. I'm podcasting. Make some snacks. Y'all, I'm doing mommy duty. Wait, how does it go? Mommy?
Mamacita.
Mamacita? Mama what?
I'm a mommy. What, a dog?
Yeah. I'm not even a stepmom, y'all. I play one on TV.
You're a paid actor.
Yeah, paid actor. So it's like we get this. I loved the old school, like, jokey intros to an extent. But that's because I didn't know that there was
What we
something
could
better.
have. We didn't know that there was an option, and that's another layer of this new updated version of Paradise, is there's so many changes that we as the audience, like, we knew that they could because there's other shows that do these things, but
Right.
we didn't know that Bachelor could do it like this.
Jackie, that's it. You're exactly saying what's in my mind. It's like, it's almost like you're in a bad relationship and you
Yes.
didn't realize.
Yes, and then you start dating someone new who, like, starts fulfilling your basic human needs, and you're like, whoa.
Wait.
I could have had this the whole time.
Oh my god, you wash your asshole? Like, I didn't realize there was other people out there who did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, the intro actually sent me to the moon
Yeah.
because we show up and it's the resort. Paradise is a mess. There's chairs everywhere. There's iguanas everywhere. And then we show up and we see Daddy King Jesse.
Which this, of course, immediately confirms my long-standing, rumor that he loves to eat pussy. Look at his face is ridden hard and left wet.
Rode hard and put away wet.
Exactly what you know exactly what I'm saying. High five on that one. We did it. So there's that. But yes, it's funny. And then he's like gets a call from Wells and he's like, you
Of
have to get
course.
to the front of
We forgot to shoot the intro. And then we get this fabulous, like, sped up, backwards recap of the entire season.
Scary.
That is both, yeah, it's scary and it's also exhilarating.
Yeah.
There's people yelling, there's roses, there's engagement rings, there's twerking, there's shots being taken,
Yeah.
there's old people partying in costumes,
Yeah,
and
it's
it just
crazy.
seems like we're gonna have a really bananas ass time. And then we start the actual episode and we get the day one of Paradise,
Yeah.
which I kind of thought was vibey.
Yeah.
I liked that, knowing like where we are. And it did kind of almost make it a little horror movie
Yeah.
of like day one.
No, exactly. They're like, because that was the end, and now what's this? And it's like it's kind of playing off of what they've been doing recently, the other main seasons,
Right.
Showing us the final, like something from the final season, and then being like, this is and I love it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it,
Yeah.
100%. This is the best version of a cold opening.
Fully agree.
Like, agreed. But then the changes kept going in the sense that like then I was like, okay, well they are still gonna show us the like funny intros. But now I realize in hindsight, I feel like every year I'm wrong in this, or I'm realizing now, is that the second episode is where we get the intros, like
Yes.
the like jokey,
Almost
and then like doing
paradise.
whatever their gimmick is.
Yes.
We don't know who's on beach right now, technically, and so
Mm-hmm.
that's why we're not
We
getting
don't
it.
get that
So
in the
that's
first
fine.
episode.
But even then, they still just make it better. It's
Yeah.
just like that we're seeing this new. We're in Costa Rica. We're at a resort now. That's actually a resort. You know.
No more sleeping in bunk beds, no more crabs, no air conditioning. Like, I, for one, am delighted to
Yeah.
see these humans treated like humans
Mhm.
and not hostages.
Because back to your point about like liking watching how their reactions to human situations that might be manufactured on a level, or they definitely are being manufactured. I was like, Paradise was also becoming just a shit show because you and I didn't want to watch them completely suffer, like
Yeah.
have constipation to the point where they might have to have surgery.
I don't want to see people be miserable
Like,
on my television
exactly.
the whole time.
No, I want them to react to like drama
Yes.
and other
Heartbreak,
you know,
fights,
manipulations by the
pettiness.
producers, but
Yeah.
not just like literally struggling. And so to change it up completely, that was so great. But imagine trying to, I'm like telling my girlfriend, I'm like gasping. They're like, what? I'm like, you don't understand.
They
These
have
people
real beds.
who had nothing before.
Like, they didn't have window screens and now they're inside. Like, it's actually a little bit ridiculous, the upgrade that these people are getting. And that's
Tosh
why
Juan's at home just punching a wall.
Tosh can't pee, Tosh can't poop. Please, I can't wait to see these people not sweat the whole time.
They look gorgeous.
Yes.
Because they are able
They're
to
able to go inside
like
and cool off for
Yeah.
a little bit and have some real food. It just feels a little bit more luxurious.
Yeah.
Like, these people are actually on a TV show
Yeah.
instead of being subjected to an experiment.
So is that kind of the Love Island vibe?
that they're on, but it's like more
More-
zhuzhy. Yes, absolutely. On Love Island, they are all in the same room.
Okay, yeah.
So they don't get their own rooms, but that's also like, you know, for the
Part of the
hanky-panky
fun,
and the
yeah.
drama of it all.
Yeah.
But, you know, they have access to air conditioning. They have, you know, they will get grocery deliveries. Like, they have a full kitchen that they can use whenever.
Yeah.
They even have, like, fun separate rooms. Like, there's a speakeasy and, like, a little, like, conversation pit that they can go to.
Yeah.
There's a photo booth.
Which are inside, so if they want to get out of the heat.
And it's like
yeah.
not a small resort. Like, they have the entire area, and then there's also like a dock that they can go to
Yeah.
look at the ocean. Like, it feels like these people are on vacation, and that's what it's starting to feel like on Paradise as well.
Yeah, we
which
love
is
that.
good. I want that. I saw a few comments on Instagram saying like, well, why like the old Paradise? Bring back the old. I don't want them in a resort. I want them on a beach. I don't. I want to see people be treated well.
Yeah.
And I want to see manufactured drama based on interpersonal issues, not environmental issues,
Yeah.
because that's not fun.
No.
So I love this new change.
That's when I turn on the news every day.
Exactly. Like, we're already getting that in regular daily life. So I love turning on the TV and seeing
This
instead.
the clarity of the
yes.
screen,
The
the
4K
video
was
oh my
4K-ing. It
God.
felt like they actually remembered that new cameras have been invented since they started filming Bachelor in Paradise. Oh, wait, we can get the good ones now. Oh, these ones zoom in?
Yeah.
Whoa! Like, that's kind of what it felt like. Like, they just got these new tools and they were having so much fun using them. The slow-mo shots, the zooms. I loved it.
They like figured out how to do like better like font for the
Yes.
names.
The
and
name
vibes.
pylons at the bottom were
Yeah.
totally different.
I do understand people's critique about not having like a funny name or title
Yeah.
or their age even.
Yeah.
I would love it if they at least said like from Gen season,
Yes.
from something like
I
that.
do agree with that because I don't remember who all these people
Yeah.
are, where they're from.
Yeah.
And yes, they said it when they were first introduced in the episode, but I'm going to forget
Right.
quite
Completely.
easily.
Yeah.
So yes, I do agree with that. They should have, and maybe we don't need the like job titles or
No,
funny
yeah,
names,
exactly.
but
At least,
name,
yeah.
age, season that they were from
Yeah.
would be very helpful. I
Yeah.
do agree with that.
Yeah. Because it's just like they basically have done this thing where now it's like layering it, like
Yeah.
their shoulders in front of the D for Dale, and
Mhm.
it's like, and then the entrances we're getting are these crazy entrances, people riding in on motorcycles,
Yes.
yachts for Dale.
Yes.
Surprised somebody didn't drop out of a helicopter. Maybe
It's
that's for next
not
week.
just people walking down the beach and a shot of their feet panning up.
I'm triggered. I forgot about the
So
stairs.
I again am very happy with this
Yeah.
upgrade. It's not all the same.
Oh my
It's not
God.
bland. We
Mhm.
don't have to watch them all enter the villa and talk to Jesse and give him a high five or a handshake. What are you looking for? Who are you looking forward to meeting?
Listen, exactly. Like, listen, literally, we had 3 hours that night. I was not happy about a 3 hour premiere, but
Nor was I.
and I was fading at the end. However, we got so much that happened in a sense, right? It's still
Mhm.
week one, whatever. But like, what I really, really, really appreciated is that there was so much less fluff. That fluff with the entrances,
Mhm.
but also like when the date card was given from Jesse and things like that, there wasn't this big, like so many shots of them talking to the person who received the date card, being like, I'm not sure who I can take. I'm not sure
Mhm.
who I'm gonna take. It showed a couple times of them talking to an individual, and then they just showed them come and do the drop
Yeah.
or the ask, and there was still drama in that because it was
Yes.
still like everyone was like, oh, and you have instead of you just have like voiceovers happening
Mhm.
about it while we're seeing other shots of things.
Yes.
And it was such a notice difference that we
Mhm.
literally didn't waste 5 minutes of
We didn't
hearing
get
Justin going like,
round robin of them pulling every single person, hearing a clip of their chat, realizing there's no chemistry. We don't have to see the people that have no chemistry have no chemistry.
like,
And I'm really enjoying that it's snappier, it's quicker, the pacing is better. The moments of humor,
yeah.
I was so pleasantly surprised. It feels like gone are the days of Sally's suitcase and making it look
Yeah.
like Claire is talking to animals.
Yeah. Okay,
That was funny.
no, but to be fair, the moment that of course is on everyone's mind is when Kat and Dale are on the yacht,
Yes.
and she has this like dream sequence, and he's spraying the sunscreen on his body and in his shorts,
Yes.
and all that stuff is so fucking stupid. That is suitcase level ridiculous.
And the thing that makes it different is Dale is in on the joke.
Yes.
That's what makes it different. Because they're in on it, they're participating it in the fantasy shots.
So true.
Because that was also later in the date when what's his name? Sam. Keep the main thing the main thing.
Oh yeah.
When he went on his date and they did that little fantasy thing where he had the cowboy hat
Oh,
and was
yeah.
like twirling her and dipping her. Like it seemed like they were also having fun
Yeah.
participating in that as well.
That's a good point.
So I think that's what makes it different is that Scott Teddy's allowing the members of Paradise to laugh at themselves instead of making everyone else laugh at them.
Bringing in the like what they're known for.
Yes, and making it funny and making
Yeah.
it cheeky
Yeah.
and not mean-spirited.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, ha ha ha, we know Dale is hot and sexy and everyone wants to see him
And they're
do
just like,
spicy things.
I don't know, maybe the cast is also funnier because at one point didn't somebody like say they're like, oh, it's kind of fun you can actually see Dale's like six-pack through the
Yes.
sweat.
Yes.
Did somebody say that on the show, or did I make that up?
No, I think Kat did say that.
Yeah.
That feels like a Kat
Yeah,
Izzo
and it's
quote.
like funny, you know,
Yeah.
because like he's sweating, but he's refusing to take the shirt off, which was like, please take the shirt off. Everyone wants to see you take the shirt off now.
Exactly.
But like, I did like that he had this confidence of like, yeah, it's just clinging to literally all 20 of my abs, and
Romance novel cover level.
like it's great. So
Yeah.
like, but they're making, I don't know. I doubt Dale got home and saw that bit and was like upset at people making fun of him being a little sweaty.
I think it's they are also finding it
Yeah.
funny.
Were you around during the Josh pizza time?
No.
He was like probably right before, he was with Amanda Stanton on
Oh, yeah.
Paradise. He was a MAGA loser. He was oh, who was that woman who was the first lawyer, Andy Dorfman. He was Andy Dorfman's winner, and he was a loser, but he went on Paradise, and he loved to eat pizza, and he would just eat it all sloppily, and he would turn up the sounds, and it would just be like this. And he was sweating buckets. And, like, yeah, like, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
So we all had a good time laughing at it, but,
Yeah.
like, I imagine he probably didn't feel great.
Didn't know that they were shooting him from the angle of the fool.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they probably thought they were just shooting B-roll of him eating pizza, and he didn't know that they were gonna turn up his mic.
Literally make him look like a fucking loser.
Yeah, make him look like a weirdo who's making love to his pizza. Yeah.
So
it feels like they're taking a different approach
Yeah.
with the comedy this year,
Yeah.
and I couldn't be happier with it. I also don't want to see these people be the butt of their own joke if they're not in on it.
Yeah.
If they're in on it and they want to do it, they're willingly participating in it, then that's fine.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
There's been literally, I can just think of countless moments in Paradise specifically where they are being roasted for a shortcoming or something.
Yep. I'm thinking of Ashley I and the Caesar salad.
Oh yeah.
And
scallop fingers.
Scallop fingers, that's
Oh
another
my
one.
god,
Yep.
scallop fingers.
Like they were humiliating these people, and they're still humiliating them now, but it's in a less cruel way.
Yeah.
Like there was still that moment, I don't remember who it was, someone said a saying that wasn't a saying, and you could hear the producer go, "That's not a saying." And like that's hilarious as fuck.
True, yeah.
But that's not to the level of like, oh, they're gonna be known for that, where like scallop fingers is scallop fingers forever, you know, or like Ashley I and the Mexican Caesar salad and farting in the ocean. Like that's always we're always gonna know that. So yeah,
And fucking unfortunately, vibrator suitcase girl. Like, fucking horrific. Anyway. So, yeah, things like that are great. I feel like the type of people who are saying they really want it back. Okay, this is me, of course, being problematic and generalizing in a major way, but, like, that's what you guys love that I do. So I think people who are complaining and want the old one back are the same people who want Chris Harrison back.
I was literally just going to say, I'm so glad you said that, because when I went on Instagram and I was looking at the Bachelor in Paradise account, and that they had posted, like, there was a watch party in LA of everyone watching themselves, and I went into the comments, and it was all these negative comments of, like, we want the old show back, why has it changed, we don't like the new stuff, and I was confused for a second, and then I remembered what platform I was on,
Yes.
and I said to myself, oh, this is Instagram, where people comment that they still miss Chris Harrison, gotcha, so not an actual vibe for how the country is feeling towards the show as a whole. Clocked.
Yeah. Traditional ways are better. Interesting. Where were you on January 6th?
I was gonna say it's giving conservative, because why do you want everything to stay the same?
Exactly. Anyway, prove me wrong.
We're keeping the main thing the main thing.
Yeah, which speaking of, obviously I hated that he was there.
And he left immediately.
And then he left immediately, and then I was like, wait, I need to make out with Scott Teddy. Because, like, this is amazing. I know it's actually not really him, but it's more of like, I did love that, like, literally most of the bad guys, other than Hakeem. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Hakeem, we stand. We love you so much.
That was so unfair. But
bring him back.
The women were showing such strength throughout. Alex was so iconic of just, like, did not like any of the behavior. When the men started fighting, they were just like, could you not? It was exactly what I want to see. Not women just, like, fawning over all of these. They were like, it is fawning. There's, like, fawning over the hot men, but a lot of them were showing, like, if you're not going to be respectful of me, or, like,
I'm done,
or even just be attractive or do anything, then, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. I love to see women stand on business.
And, like, you know, Jess kind of was like, well, maybe I do like him. He's country. But she probably literally spent, like, 4 hours with him and was like, oh, you're, like, a MAGA closet case. I'm good.
And I already have a man who's, like, fawning over me already and who said he wants to marry me, basically. So...
And then it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
She didn't spend the entire night crying about it. Like, we're gonna get there, obviously.
Yes.
The previews show people, like, losing their minds over things.
But it's night one.
Like,
we don't need that yet. Let's build up to it.
Exactly.
And I can feel the build, and I'm excited.
Yeah, no, and that's good. I want them to be crazy, but we don't, not night one. And in fact, I just want the women to be, like, powerful about it and send all the losers, other than Hakeem, home.
Correct.
So it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like zero notes.
Zero notes. Really, zero notes. I've never been so happy to see a show that I love so much change its entire
Yeah,
format.
exactly.
I didn't know how I was going to feel about all the
Mhm.
updates, but I just can't get enough. I can't get enough. And I don't think it's like, yes, they are trying to emulate Love Island in that way, but then I'm also like, of course they fucking are. Love
Yeah.
Island is the most
Yeah.
successful, most lucrative, most talked about television show
Hmm.
on network TV right now. Of course they're going to try and copy that because it's their direct competition in terms of fun summer dating
Yeah.
show.
And it's like, it is unfortunate that, let's be real, Bachelor, Bachelor in Paradise, and Bachelor Pad, even, they are the OGs.
Correct.
If it weren't for them,
We wouldn't even
you
have,
know.
yeah.
So it's like, I can imagine the stubbornness that the franchise is probably, I will, clearly actually has been exhibiting for
Mm-hmm.
years, as we all are like screaming and going like, what are you doing? Like,
Please.
please change, please
Yeah.
change. I understand you're an OG, but you have to update yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to
can't,
change with the times or
you
you'll be
can't,
left
whatever.
behind.
But so I'm glad they're doing that. But in some ways, and I guess I want your opinion since you actually do watch both of them. I
Mm-hmm.
still felt like it still had Paradise energy.
Completely.
Like, one, just the way they do the rose ceremony,
Mm-hmm.
obviously still sit the same. I think that there is still, again, I don't watch the other shows though, but like I still feel like they're really focusing on really finding like a wife or a
Yes.
husband.
Yes. So I will say that the differences between Paradise and Love Island, at least the new version of Paradise, we haven't
Yeah.
seen the whole season
Of
yet,
course,
but
yeah.
it does seem it's retaining that same baseline of like you're here looking for love, except the $500,000 that they're giving away at the end. I don't really want to talk about that because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Put that money towards something else, please,
Please.
please, please. Anyway, it's still about finding love. It's still people that we already know from the
Yes.
franchise that we've already spent time
Exactly.
with. Whereas
Exactly.
Love Island is newbies or influencers
Always.
coming in.
Mhm,
Love
mhm,
Island has the narrator who we all love,
mhm,
Ian. Love you.
mhm.
There's no narrator for Bachelor in Paradise, so
Mm,
that's how Love Island gets most of their humor is he will say funny one-liners right before there's a conversation.
interesting.
Whereas on Paradise, and now it seems like the humor is going to primarily come from the fantasy sequences that
Yeah.
we're getting,
Yeah.
which I don't mind. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Again, put us inside the minds of the Islanders, you know,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Whereas
Make the narrative. I'm happy
build
for
the
the narrative.
narrative.
Yeah.
People make up funny shit in their head all the time. So
Yeah.
if you can find a way to translate that to the audience instead of
Mm,
making fun of the people that are in these
mhm.
situations,
Yeah.
because both scenarios that we got, one of them was Kat's fantasy about Dale, and then the other one was what's his face's fantasy
Sam.
about
Yeah.
Sam and
Mhm.
Country Girl.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a great way to like bring us in without making anyone look bad,
Yeah.
because we didn't actually see like that didn't their fantasies didn't like build to anything inappropriate
No,
or bad. It just
exactly.
kind of
Just
stopped
finished.
right at the pinnacle,
Yeah.
which is perfect. And I want to see more of that, and I'm excited to see the new like angle that they're taking.
Mhm.
I'm also really enjoying the addition of Hannah Brown. I want
Yeah.
more. I love that
Yeah, we
she
need
was
her more.
in a cocktail dress
Yeah.
chatting with them. Like she can do whatever the hell she wants. Just asking them who they're interested in and handing out champagne. Yes, I missed Hannah Brown on my screen so much.
Barely any Wells, which is great, and keep him away.
Please,
Like,
less and less.
yeah, if he needs to be there because he doesn't have a job otherwise, that's fine. I respect that hustle. I'm also unemployed. But
You should switch places with Wells
I
then.
should.
You should go be the bartender.
I mean, I'm wearing this hat backwards. I think that makes it look cool.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey guys, who wants
Who wants a vodka cran?
made shittily? Yeah. Tell me about your deepest, darkest tragedies. That's funny. Your mom didn't hug you. Like he's not even like. At least Hannah Brown has a level of emotional intelligence.
Yes. And empathy towards the people that are in the situation.
Yeah,
whereas
that's what happens when you go through a racism scandal.
Whereas Wells is just pointing and laughing. Ha 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 ha, look at you, shitheads. You're in this situation, I'm not. I'm married to a celebrity.
God.
That's the energy that he gives whenever he's on screen.
I don't have time. Yeah, so okay, I agree. I think it still has holding on to, it's just still a different show. well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it might still end up being, I guess, a flop,
We'll see.
but I think people are going to watch it.
Of course. And if it is still a flop, I think that Scott, Teddy, and the new production team
Hmm.
will take those notes
Yeah.
and go back to the drawing
Yeah.
board and try again.
Yeah.
Whereas old school, nothing would have changed. Nothing ever did
They
change.
didn't. No.
We saw it. We were there the whole time. So I'm hopeful and optimistic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, before we kind of wrap up, speaking of old school,
Yes.
we are going to be having old sluts on sand, on pavement, whatever we want to call it nowadays.
Cannot wait.
I'm very excited, and we got confirmation, at least partially, that they can date
Intergenerationally?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
There was a clip in the preview that did suggest that. So we're gonna see
Dale
what
and
happens.
April, which perfect match.
Truly.
Oh my God.
Kind of, yeah.
Like okay, by the way, also she's like older Claire. She's like older Claire.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Kat is young Claire. When I was watching that, I was
I
like
did
shitting my
not even-
pants. She looks like a younger Claire.
No, you're so 100% right.
like, no wonder he was like, yeah, Kat.
Dale's got a type.
Yeah, and this type is not black women. Unfortunately, I'm not trying to say that.
No, you're right.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'm so excited for the Goldens to
Yeah.
come on Sand. I cannot wait for them to offer their perspective and wisdom and call these kids out on their fucking bullshit. There's that one clip in the preview. What is that man's name? I can't remember his name.
But
he goes, "These kids need to learn." And he said, "Yep, that's it, 100%. I can't wait for someone to
so much humor to it too.
Oh my
Like,
God.
the humor level's gonna be. They don't even need to
Yes.
do the little fantasy segments. Those people, the
They will
seniors
add the humor.
Oh my God, they add the
Yeah.
humor just on load. Not to mention their little fantasy segments will probably be even funnier too.
extremely."
So
Yeah.
you know.
No, and you can't go wrong with watching that particular group of people look for love. We've already seen them on both Golden Batch and
Yeah.
Golden Bachelorette, so
So
we already
good.
know and love these people. So there's that baseline also, is
I'm
that
so excited.
we already are emotionally invested in these people's stories. So
We're
it is still
probably gonna
Bachelor in
get
Paradise in that way.
engagements. I feel like
Please, 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 please.
because
I
they're
want-
ready.
I want happiness and love and marriage for
You
all of
get
those
right,
golden
you get
people. And that's that on that.
So I'm excited about that. I mean, obviously, it's not fully confirmed that they can actually fully like date
Go
each
on
other,
dates with each
but
other, yeah.
I'm hoping that.
Maybe a little spicy.
I'm hoping for it.
Yeah.
But even if not, I think all the other benefits of it are so great. The wisdom, the humor, just the difference.
Yes.
Just like I'm gonna be looking at these people in bikinis and other things. Like, I'm just so
and
excited.
giving these older people an opportunity to have a fun vacation on the beach, looking for love. Like, even if they don't actually have a relationship, we need to see more of that representation of older people going on dates, having fun, fucking, drinking, being regular people, because the ageism in this country is very, very bad.
Yeah.
We could talk about that forever, but
Yeah.
we're gonna stop there. I'm excited to see these Goldens get wet and wild on the beach. That's what I want.
Not too wet, people. We got some hips. Gonna worry about. But no, but I agree, because the reaction when they originally got announced was people from like Chicks in the Office and shit being like, "Oh my God, get Grandpa off sand. He's
Yeah.
gonna die in the sun." I'm like,
He's gonna
"Bitch,
fall."
shut up."
Yeah, no, let these people have fun. They deserve it. They've earned it. They've earned it. And frankly, I want to see it.
Yeah. You guys are fucking weird.
Yeah.
And we're normal.
We're the most normal people that have ever existed.
I feel very normal right now.
Sorry, losers.
Sorry, listeners. And I also wanted to, before we kind of wrap up, I wanted to thank everybody for their patience with me this year. I'm going through a lot. I'm also aging. I'm now the age of Claire Crawley when she was the Bachelorette. So I'm going through it, aka going through it. No, but I'm experiencing a lot of disability issues this year, and has really just taken a toll on even podcasting and doing things. Thank you. And I miss it, and I want to keep doing it, but it's just getting harder and harder to like deal with my like daily pain and then doing things. So my apologies for the episode being late, but I want to just have fun. I think what I've really come to the understanding is I've done this before, and I've been doing this now since Becca Kufrin, since 2016, I think.
Almost 10 years.
Oh my God.
Almost 10 years.
Is that there's times where I push myself too hard, and then when I take a step back and do it a little less, I do the episodes when I can and whatever. Everyone is still supportive of it and thoughtful, and maybe some people aren't, and that's also okay. Like, it's fine. But thank you for staying around, and who is staying around and will let me do what I need to do in order to still be jokey and have fun and put content out there and connect with my friends. 'Cause that's my favorite part about doing podcasting still, is actually just talking to people.
Yeah.
The show is actually a slog, and I want to like fucking smash my head in the television sometimes, but having the conversations about the anthropology of it all and the social economical, effects is really fun.
It's what we need right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So thank you so much. And thank you, Jackie, for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Jenna. I love you so much.
I love doing it in person, dude. It's fun. Oh, let's kiss Jessie.
Mwah.
Do you want people to follow you?
Yes, please.
Okay, where can they do that?
They can follow me on Instagram at Jasbury Park, JASBURYPARK. Or you can follow me on TikTok, because I'm going to start posting more at Reality TV Shy, CHI, because my Chihuahua will be featured in the posts.
Oh my God, we love Piggy.
We do.
Creature of the week, indeed.
Is my dog, Miss Piggy. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And I'll have all that in the bios, of course. And make sure you're following that. Check out, other people's cool content too. Wherever.
Me doing all the hand hearts.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
like, oh yeah, I wish Zoom still do the thing where they like, no, it's not gonna do it. Okay, whatever.
We're over it.
We need to put the AC back on. Okay, it's getting a little paradisey up in here. Bye. See you next week.